Well, I don't have a script for this. I'm just going to talk over the film. All these shots are taken in the late 60s, 67, 68, 69. And I wanted to put as much of Steve in this. This film is for Steve and Vicky and Forrest and Axel. And it basically is a few memories of when Steve was a little jumping around kid. 50 years ago, this would be, wouldn't it? Holy moly. 50 years. There he is. Well, here we are in Mountain Lake in Steve's mom and dad's place there. And there is Shirley Shirley, with the family there. This was taken in John's confirmation in 68, as I recall. So there's my mother, John and Stephen and David's grandmother. There's Steve's dad, Bear, and my dad, Clarence, sitting in the little side room in the house there in Mountain Lake with David. And we went down. We'd always go down to Mountain Lake from Minneapolis, Mother, Dad, and I, to visit Lois and Bear and the boys. Well, at least once a year, maybe sometimes twice. There's Stephen, and Bear was my buddy. He was a great brother-in-law. That's Andy Ross. Don, there's Don, Don's son, Andy. And Mother opening some gift. I don't know why she's getting a gift for John's confirmation, but maybe that's a tradition in Minnesota to give the grandmother a gift for your graduation. I don't know. Who knows? There's Steve waving goodbye to us, or hello, or something. And Andy leaning against the rail, Lois and Bear there. And there's Lee Ross, Don's wife, there in the door. Steve saluting me, wishing he were in the Air Force too. I was in the Air Force by this time already. There's Betty and my mother, Elma, talking to David. And Dad anxious over there by the car to get going. He was always ready to go. David taking a picture of the party. Really does look like we're about ready to head out here. That was Dad's 67 Ford. He was so proud of that Ford Galaxy. That was his last car. There's Don, of course. And now we're in Minneapolis. This doesn't have Stephen in it, so I'm not sure why I took this shot. But anyway, there's Mother getting into the car. There's my elementary school up in the back of the picture, Waite Park Elementary in Minneapolis. We lived 5 seconds from the school. So I never had a chance to lie about I was tardy because there was no excuse. I'm sorry, I didn't intend to put this in there. This is Mother's friend Alice. Has nothing to do with Steve and Vicky and the kids. There's Mother with her best friend. This lady did immigrate from Norway when Mother and she were about, 10 years old. And Mother interpreted for her for years and years while they were in school together. And my dear wife. But, they were good friends. Alice and Elma. So enough of that. There is... we're back, I guess, in Stephen's confirmation again or something. Yeah, just a little off kilter here in terms of the order of the videos, but you get the picture. It's all 67, 68 anyway, so there's Max and Shirley Ross, Don again, and Lois was in a good mood. I think that's the same scene as we saw a few minutes ago there with us leaving. There's Steve and Andrew, and of course the store across the street. Was that called Hepner's? Was that what it was? Hep store. Now this is Christmas '67, so I think we've gone back a year. That's all right. That was Vernon and his wife at the time, Roxanne. Mother getting a purse apparently for Christmas, and. There's Richard, that guy you saw there a minute ago. That was Mother's brother. We're opening gifts again. This video has a lot to do with eating at tables and opening gifts. So here we are. Stephen's getting something here. I don't know exactly what this was. There it is, all torn apart already. It looks like it's been well used and it was just opened. I hope we didn't get it at the Goodwill store. I don't think so. Whatever it was, everyone seems to be intent on getting it raked open. Yeah. Stephen, do you remember what this was? I have no clue in the world what it is. Very strange. All right, now we're in Little Rock. This is Little Rock, Arkansas, Little Rock Air Force Base. There's Steve and Betty and the fence over there. We're going at this point to Hot Springs. They came down to visit us there in Arkansas, and we're going to take a little visit to Hot Springs because that's about all there is to see in Arkansas, really. So we're going there for a visit. Lois is all excited about going, getting in the car, and heading to the Springs. Oh, this must be what we opened for Christmas. We're back at Christmas. No, this isn't Little Rock, so it must be something different. There's Bear, my buddy. What a guy. Anyway, there's Stephen and John playing something. This is in our Air Force rented house on Little Rock Air Force Base, my mother and Lois. And here we are. This is in Hot Springs, so it's kind of pieced together fairly well. Hot Springs, Arkansas, and a little park up there near the springs, having a little lunch. And Stephen's getting up from the table, coming over to see me. While the rest are eating, and Stephen gives me the peace sign. There it is. He was against the war at the time, as I remember, so this would be perfect. 68, 69. I'm proud of him for being against the war. Now we're up in some park there in Hot Springs, and an observation tower Mother wanted to see. And Dad has got his cigar, smoking away. I've taken after him in that regard. I love a good Cuban cigar. And downtown Hot Springs, Arkansas. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Nice tree. Oh, there's John and Bear enjoying the sights. And Mother ahead of them there, my mother. And now Stephen is practicing his first hunting expedition. He's hunting this pigeon. And there he goes. He doesn't have a blunderbuss or anything, but he's going to grab it if he can and serve it for dinner. No, I think he missed it. Bear going up to the Hot Springs. This is the actual hot spring of Hot Springs, Arkansas. And Stephen and his dad is looking down. Lois has decided to see if she can get in there too, take a picture of the water. And there it is. She's got it. Now she's going to feel the water. Actually going to move around there. I think she saw a little better spot to sit in. And now she's going to feel the hot of the hot springs. Ooh, it's hot. Yes, very hot. Amazing. She's healed right there. You can tell. She feels better. Just touching it.